Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, and this is the 1 hour chart. We're gradually climbing upward. We're still sitting just around 50 cents right now. And all of a sudden, all those narratives come back. People talking once again about a high-priced XRP. But there's some things I want to address in today's video. We're going to start with this one right here. Unlocking Ripple's $10,000 dream. Pundits currency reset theory. So I don't believe in a $10,000 XRP because I believe we have a currency reset and debt restructuring before achieving such high prices. They might have to reset everything before we even break $50. The question would then be, how high will XRP go before we have a reset? Now, I think a new financial system most likely is going to roll out within the next 2 years. I think that's the time frame for it, based on everything you see going on around world events. And what would we value XRP in if there was a new financial system? Would we value it against the digital dollar? Would XRP become the world's reserve currency? There's a lot of questions that remain unanswered, and all we could do is speculate. And the best way to put it in value then would be, how much XRP would it take to buy a brand new car? That would give you a rough idea on how much XRP would be worth at that point. Because we are facing a reset, and a lot of people don't like the idea of it, but yet it's coming. Then there's this. So, expert highlights emergence of deceptive XRP false price hype. Now, they're talking about a price set on XRP. So, decentralized crypto assets like XRP cannot be price set. Price is determined by supply and demand dynamics in the global open market, sometimes would influence factors like trading, sentiment, adoption, news, and liquidity. But then we see here, somebody doesn't agree with that. Not true. XRP is a unique software product, and its price can be set in a couple of different ways for a couple of different reasons. In one method, a set sales price direct from Ripple, and in another, a set face value, which would be determined by a number of different parties. But I remember the IMF once talking about high-valued stablecoins or asset-backed stablecoins. And I always thought the central banks would put a monetary value on XRP at some point in the future. That could also get us to a $10,000 XRP if that was to happen. But, you're going to see arguments on both sides of the fence all the time. You know why? Because we're all still speculating. We're so early to crypto. So we have ideas, and everybody has their own idea set. But I always like to tell people, whatever your thought process is that got you to buy XRP, stick with that. Don't let anyone change that. This way you could continue holding your XRP into the future. Former Ripple director says Ripple could burn all the XRP in escrow. And this was always talked about. I mean, this goes back years. What about the escrow? We need Ripple to burn the escrow. Then the price of XRP would absolutely take off. But there's a couple arguments around this as well. One of the arguments is that if Ripple burned the XRP, the price would skyrocket because there would be less XRP, and that would make a lot of sense. Other people are saying it wouldn't affect the price at all because that XRP isn't out there in the open market. So what's your thoughts on that? Put it in the comments section down below. My way of thinking is this. Ripple needs that escrowed XRP to sell to on-demand liquidity partners all around the world. And I think that's starting to really amp up as the demand for XRP rises. And I think it's no coincidence that there was 100 billion tokens created. I think that number was a number that they had to achieve in order for XRP to be used worldwide to move all of that value. So XRP and RNT expected rise despite FTX dump. So everybody was saying XRP is going to zero because FTX is going to dump their XRP holdings onto the market. It looks like some people don't agree with that. So Ripple shines amid regulatory clarity in a separate but interconnected development. Ripple XRP, the fifth largest digital asset by market capitalization, has continued to attract institutional investment for the 16th consecutive week. Institutional investors have poured funds into XRP products, with assets under management surging by 127% since the beginning of the year, amounting to $11.25 million in capital inflows in 2023. So we see the demand rising for XRP, and I think that is what's really going to start to push the price up. And even though all this XRP that FTX holds, which I said yesterday in a video, I don't think that's going to affect the price of XRP at all, but let's wait and see what happens. Ripple transfers large sums of XRP to Bitstamp, and people have been questioning what's going on with this for quite a long period of time. They said it's the whales that are controlling the market and holding down the price of XRP. Other people said, nope, it's Ripple sending that XRP and getting it prepared for ODL customers. There's always going to be arguments. Unless we absolutely have facts, nobody can really say either way what's really going on. So, one fan wrote in the comments thread, "Nothing will happen as always," showing his disappointment. Another user assumed that Ripple is dumping its XRP coins. Quite a few scam XRP tweets have been also noticed among the comments, starting traditionally with, "Why is no one commenting on this?" Over the past couple months, Ripple has been conducting several transactions of more or less similar size, ranging from 29 million to 31 million XRP. The destination has so far always been Bitstamp, but no explanation has been provided by Ripple. Therefore, these could be ordinary XRP sales. Otherwise, these transfers can move XRP to its ODL since Bitstamp provides a platform for it. I think everything's getting put in place behind the scenes. We're not getting the big announcements coming from Ripple. They're just laying all the groundwork in all these different areas all around the world. That's what I would like to think is going on. What are your thoughts? Put it in the comments section down below. Ripple expands its liquidity hub into $5 trillion market with acquisitions and infrastructure expansion. Can XRP price rise to $1? Now, we know the liquidity hub is moving even into more countries now, but XRP is not part of Ripple's liquidity hub yet. They have not made an announcement to include XRP, even though XRP now has legal clarity. I'm still waiting for that as well. There's a couple things that can really set the price of XRP off right now, though. Think about it. Ripple announcing an IPO, giving XRP a value. All of a sudden, the price of XRP starts to surge. Also, you got to look at Japan going live with XRP this month as well. I think that's going to be very big. And then you got to also look at the settlement maybe happening with the SEC. And that any one of those things can set the price skyrocketing at any moment. And I don't think we're going to get a date when XRP is going to take off. You know, it's just going to happen all of a sudden. And then all of a sudden, after you see the massive green candles show up, then the news will follow. It happens time and time again. Ripple's strategy is simple: acquire, innovate, and dominate. In the near future, holding XRP won't just be a sign of wealth. It will be the ultimate symbol of financial empowerment and forward thinking. You know, that's what got you here. Forward thinking. Having a vision for what can happen in the future. You know, there's people that hold XRP and have no idea what its use case is. But if you educate yourself around this cryptocurrency and start to learn about it and start to realize these big announcements are part of the new financial system getting put in place in this country and that country around this CBDC and that CBDC, then it starts to make sense. Then you start to realize, okay, I'm holding a cryptocurrency, a technology that can easily set me financially free at some point in my life. And I think it's going to happen much sooner than we think, because we are getting closer now more than ever. Payment use cases for CBDCs and stable coins. So you see cross-border payments. Then you see consumer-to-business payments, wholesale, consumer, peer-to-peer payments. There's going to be all types of payments happening. And XRP is going to be tied into a lot of those payments in the very near future. XLM is another cryptocurrency that's going to be tied to a lot of payments. But, you know, when you get into crypto, and if you come in and 2-3 years ago, if you got here then, everything that we talk about today was still conspiracy theory. Nobody could ever see that this was going to actually happen. But yet, now, today, it's clearer than ever before. And here in the United States, we have lawmakers fighting back against CBDCs right now. They're trying to prevent a CBDC from ever even seeing the light of day in this country. But would that hold XRP back? No, because XRP also works with fiat. It can work with this financial system that we already have right now today. And a lot of people don't understand that about XRP either. They think unless we get a CBDC, that's it. There's no place for XRP in the future. But yet, we could send money using XRP right now. Breaking. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon drops a bombshell. A dark winter is coming for U.S. banks and the economy. Now, the reason I want to share this is because I think Jamie Dimon's absolutely right. And I don't even like Jamie Dimon. This guy wants you to give up your private property while he holds on to his. Like somehow he's more superior than me and you. But he makes a lot of good points here. So the canary in the coal mine. First things first, when Jamie Dimon speaks, people listen. He is not just another CEO in a long line of corporate heads. Dimon helms JP Morgan, the titan of Wall Street, the bank's bank, if you will. So when he took to the stage at an industry event organized by Barclays, the financial world didn't just perk up its ears, it clenched its collective fist in anticipation. What he had to say was a harboring doom. A series of headwinds are set to batter the United States economy, and the man made no bones about the stormy weather ahead. He talks about Basel III, and then he goes on to talk about the mirage of economic boom. See, if you watch mainstream media news right now, they want you to believe that somehow our economy is booming all of a sudden, when we know better. We're facing inflation on a daily basis every time you go to the gas station or the grocery store. And if it's not inflation, it's shrinkflation. You go and buy food and everything seems to be getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But the one thing he goes on to talk about is the real estate crisis. And I think he's 100% right on this. He's talking about it being a powder keg. And I think it's going to start in the commercial real estate market first. And once that starts to fall, it's going to work like a domino effect and take residential with it. And this is another reason I always said I am so glad I found XRP and crypto. Because what else do you have to look forward to? I mean, really. You know, crypto gives us one shot to get financially free. Think about it. You want to go and buy a house? Wait until the housing market crashes down. You'll be buying houses cheaper than ever before. And that time is definitely coming. People want you to think there's a housing shortage. You need to buy a house now or you're not going to get one. At the same time, you're competing with BlackRock, who's buying up single houses all around the country and just letting them sit empty, pushing the prices of houses higher and higher. And something is about to give. The same thing with the banking system. You know, everybody wants you to believe that the banking system's safe. Take your money and put it in a savings account and a checking account. Then all of a sudden your bank collapses out and it gets swallowed up by a much bigger bank. And that's going to continue to go on as well. You know, that's why I said I don't think a new financial system is that far away. I think it's going to happen within the next 2 years. But I think before we get there, we're going to face hyperinflation, and we're also going to face a massive liquidity crisis. And I think that's been looming quite a while as well. But again, you're a crypto investor. Continue to hold your XRP. It will set you free. It's your escape from what's coming. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.